Hello friends, I hope you'll be well and good friends. So friends, in the previous video we have covered the connection to the MySQL with the help of JDBC and also create the table and create a databases. So this type of the operation can be already performed. So if you have not done so, you can go and you can see the previous one video. And the in this video I am going to, I have completed the table create, and in this video I have already covered that how to create the databases using VS Code and with the help of MySQL connector, and here is connections established. Okay, so each and everything I have already discussed in the previous video, and also I am going to the covered in this video also. Okay, so in this video we will be I'm going to the create the fast project, and in this video we will insert the data. Okay, because we have already created a table, so in this, so we will insert the table. Okay, so I'm creating the separate because if you are new and you visit in this video, so you need to the how to create the project. Okay, so that's why I'm and now I'm giving the table project name insert data. So you can see here the insert data has created. So now new tab has open. It's been a new VS Code has going to be open. Okay, so I'm going to the open to the src folder. So you can see here the I'm going to the do big font size. Okay, and I'm going to the right here. Firstly, what we'll do in this file, uh, I will create table, sorry, table not, we will insert in the we will insert data into the table. All right, let's see the previous one. What was the name of that? We have already keep our the table name. So you can see here we have given this name. I know this spelling has wrong, but we have already created, so I do not move on the create a different. Okay, so I'm going to go copy this table name, right? How this perform is work in the previous video you can go and if you'll be see. So and if you no need to do move forward in the previous one video, don't worry, I am creating in this video also. So this one is the table name. Okay, so I'm doing comment in the quotation mark. Okay, so let's do correct one thing. Do a student. Okay, a student, student, right? And now I'm going to the run this program again, and different table will be created with the name for a student. Okay, so I'm going to run this program for correctness print, that's why I'm running this again. So it's throwing that exception MySQL JDBC driver. So I hope you will be also face this like of this problems. So don't worry, I'm going to the run this program again. Okay, firstly I will check the libraries I have imported or not. So as you can see here, I did not imported here the libraries. So okay, because of that we have to see all are the files separated, so we need to open the separated folder. So where it was, here it was that file name, and I'm going to open this one in the VS Code because I have created the separate environment, so that's why there was not available the reference libraries to character the MySQL JDBC driver, So here friends, I'm opening this one. It's not visible. Why? It should be visible there. The MySQL. No, sorry, it was not. So friends, after then, where it has gone? It has not open. Sorry, it has inserted this one. We need to open the create table. That create table we need to open in VS Code. That's why we can be able to see the configuration files. So it will be listed here. It may be it going to be searching. Yes, you can see here that it's going to be searching. So if I will run here, because I have created a separate environment, so that's why it's going to be take here the jar file from reference libraries for. Okay, so it has sensed. So if I be, I'm not waiting for that to stopping this one searching, so I'm going to the run this Java. So it's going to be run Java activating. Wait for some time, friends. Java Initiative Workstation Workspace. It's taking time, friends. Reason is that I have opened recent this folder, this VS Code, so that's why it's reading the all libraries and whatever. So you can see here I have inserted the connector, and you can see here the I was given already run. So that's why it has going to be table created in a databases. So now we can be move on the our inserting folder. Okay, so now you can, I can come here, and I'm going to the rename this one. So for better insert data. All right, so it is going to be change class name. So I'm going to the here to write their message to inserting data into the table. Okay, into the student table we can write here. All right, friends, so I'm going to the move on the next step. So first of all I'm going to the write here the connection name of call, and I will write here the null. Okay, we need to the also import here the import java.sql dot, you can give it a strict or you can give it a connection. If you will be give here the strict, so everything can be imported, because we need to the also execute that query, so we need to the import the separate one. So that's why no need to the import the separate one libraries, but you should be considered that to use the, if in your, if in your folder not using much more class, so that no need to the import, that you can write here the class name also. Okay, so I'm writing here the statements is null, and also I'm going to the start with try block. Okay, and inside try block, because friends our class is throwing the exceptions, so that's why we need to try and catch block, because after any throwing exceptions you can be handled. Okay, without trying catch block it's not going to be run. Okay, okay, friends, so I'm going to the before this try and catch block, so we can be no, we can also inside this try block, or because we need to the check the shout, and firstly check to the, what will check, we will check the driver loaded or not. Driver is loading. Okay, and also I'm writing here the come MySQL JDBC driver. Okay, and if it will be successfully, so driver is loaded successfully, and catch cath. So here if class not found exception, so it will be class driver is not loaded. Okay, and after then, friends, let's start from the again try and catch block, because in this try catch block we will connect into the databases. All right, so here I am connecting to the databases. So my database name is, what was my database name? My database name is, let's see the previous one. What was my database name? I was keep, sorry, it is going to be open in IntelliJ ID. It may be it video going to be long, friends, because I'm each and everything I want to explain, so that's why. What is my database name? Apna coding 1. Okay, so I'm copying this one, the database's name. Okay, and let's move on the our inserting table. So I'm going to paste here my database name. Okay, so you can see here, in my case, this is a URL, okay, for databases, because this is the port number, and this is a local host, okay, and this is a database name I have already said, and this is a username, in my case root, and major time it in your case will be a root, but password is depend upon you what you have said during the installation. During the installation of the MySQL, there was I was not set with any password, so that's why I keep the blank. Okay, I just, and after then, friends, after connection successfully, we will print the statement connection is successfully. Okay, and after then let's move on the let's move on the create the statement, a statement con. Okay, con, and create a statement, because friends, if your data if your driver has loaded, so there is no need to write this one code. Okay, you can start from your code from here, right? So give here the semicolon, and after then start the query. So friends, I am starting the query. So a string SQL insert into the student, and there is a um, what is the, let's see the what was the column's name. So I'm going to the copy that query and keeping and inside this for our references in the top of. Okay, so inside I have created the ID with the capital letter, and name and mobile number, and other else no. So I'm removing this one from here, and ID it will be auto incremented, so that's why I'm not providing here the ID, and mobile number and name I'm going to provide here. Okay, it will be going to be stored in the databases. So now move on the next to execute this query. So statement dot execute update SQL, right? SQL, why I'm writing, because this query has stored in the SQL variable, so that's why I'm writing here. We can be also copy all this one, and I can paste it here, so it will be also going to be run, it will be same. Okay, but our because we are learning, so that's why I'm following the step by step each and everything. So after database has inserted values, so I'm going to the print data inserted successfully, right? So after that, now let's move on the handle the exception. If in this driver manager had throwing any exception, so it will be captured here. Okay, and if any query exception will be occur, it may be if any error from in my URL of databases, so it will be throwing also exceptions. So now you can see here the I will use this one, the catch exception SQL, and a connection is if connection will be error, because if I will to show you if any will do changes here, so definitely it will be not going to, so that time it will be execute this connection is not successfully. And after that finally block is every time your try and catch block will execute or not execute, so not matter, your finally block it will be always executed, right? You know very well. So in the finally block I'm using again try and catch block, because I want I'm going to the also disclose the connection, because here is the we are establishing the connection, we are loading the driver, and also here we are here we are establishing a connection to the databases inside the storing in the con variable, so that's why we need to the close that connection, and also a statement, because also you can see here the statement we has already uh, created stmt, and stmt has created a store in the connection, and also a whatever connection, because each and every time connection will be required, so that's why connection that create the statement function. So after then statement function, a statement that execute query, and these things. And after then friends, if any occur in that during the closing any connection and statements, so that's why it will be throwing the exception, it will be throwing this error, connection is not closed successfully, right? So I'm going to the run this program. So first of all I want to show you, okay, I'm going to the run this program. So you can see in the terminal I'm going to the do open. So you can see here the friends, there is no any throwing the any error and exceptions. Inserting, I'm writing at the spelling error. So inserting data into the databases, okay, and driver is loading, right? And also a driver is not loaded successfully, is giving the exception. So you can see here the friends is throwing this, is giving the message driver is not loaded, because which one is message is showing, because this try and catch block has handled the driver is loaded successfully or not, right? So driver has not loaded, so that's why friends connecting to the databases is printed, but the connection is not successful. That it means here is try to connect to the databases but it has not connected, so that's why is connection is not successfully, right friends? So we need, what we do here, we need to the import here the, let's check in the reference library in the to connect the connector, MySQL connector. So I have keep the safe in the MySQL in the C folder, so that's why I'm going to the C folder, and also I have a given in the link in the description, so you can go and download the connector for your system, okay, according to your operating system. So I'm going to the select this jar file, and it is going to be imported, so it will take time here little bit. So you can see here the it has come, and you can see here the in this jar file there is a com MySQL CJ so you can see here, so I'm providing here the class name, class name, there is a com MySQL CJ driver. This version this will work above the JDK 8 versions, okay. So I'm going to the save this program, so you can see here the this dot will be program again. So you will see friends data will be inserted, because you can see here the Java is going to be building, and you can see here, yes, inserting data into the database into the table, student table, driver is loading, driver is loaded successfully, right? It's mean this try block has going to be successfully executed. And after then friends, connecting to the databases, why try, because in the try and block again it's trying to here is try to connect to the databases. And after then friends, connection is not successful. Why it's saying that connection is not successful? Because of that it successful, okay, connecting database, and after then, okay, connection is successful, okay. And after then this statement and data inserted successfully, it has not, why I'm, it was any error, because this error has occurred in the SQL queries. So let's see the, what should we do here? So we need to the write here the execute query, all right, execute query and control S, and let's run the program again. Friends, if you also face this problem, this like the problems, okay, so don't worry, you will be face the problem and you will be solve that problem, so you will learn more, okay. So in my case again, driver is loading successfully and connecting database is successful and connection is not successful. Why? It's mean in this exception has going to be occur. Okay, so what we need to do here, so we need to do here, let's check into the databases. Okay, I'm opening the MySQL Shell to check the I will, what we should do here, we have mobile number also varchar and increment, so it should not be give the any error. Why it is showing error? Let's check into the databases, friends. MySQL. Okay, and switching into the MySQL, SQL, and after that connect root at the rate localhost and colon 3306. It's the port number and it's asking the password, so I did not set the password, so I'm directly hitting enter. So I'm again hitting enter. So you can see here the connection is created. So I'm going to the show databases and here is my databases, so I'm copying it and I'm going to the right use this databases, and this databases has selected, and now show tables. So tables, if I run this program, so that a student table is not exist. Okay, so it means table was not created here when I was try to run this program, so that time it was not created. Okay, it may be some issues has occurred, so don't worry, I'm going to the change over the table name, so I'm copying this table name. Okay, so I copied and I list next move on the and change it the table name here and control S, and let's run this program again. Again is saying that inserting data into the table, driver is loading successfully, connection is to the database, try. Okay, and connection is successfully, connection is not successful. It's again not showing that the inserted query successfully. It may be we need to the use here update one. So now let's try again. Why it's showing error? It's not should be the okay. So here it was the error. So now it has going to be solved. So you can see here the data has going to be successfully inserted. I know friends we have facing the problems, but I will not edit this video for only showing that the results, because friends you are a beginner, so you will also face like of that of the problem. So you know to the ensure that the what is the name of the table and what is the name of the you what is the name of that databases, so it's depend upon you friends, so each and everything you will handle. Okay, so that's why I'm not editing this video to remove that unused part, because that was not unused part, it was helpful for you. I know this video is going to be long, so that's all about in this video, and the next video we will see the next topic. Okay, so that's all about. Thank you for patience.